And you're welcome. It's time for our SME segment, which we have every, Mondays. And today, we are joined by Sherifat Oladunni Abdulhakeem. She joins us for this segment here, and we're going to be talking about her endeavors. Now, she is a farming and agro-processing enthusiast. She grows mushrooms and processes them into products like dried mushrooms, powdered mushrooms, and also mushroom spice. And she's also into maize granules, which she processes as well. You are welcome, Sherifat. Good to have you here.
Good morning.
First of all, I must say that your enthusiasm for processing agro elements very, very, very interesting. And I want to find out exactly when you started, how far it's taken you, and especially right now in the economy, how it is helping you out as an individual. So first of all, when did you get started?
Actually, before I get into farming, I was actually a teacher. So I was thinking of doing something different. And I was going through, first of all, when I get into farming, I thought I can just do. So I started by leasing a big 2 acres of land.
You leased out 2 acres. You leased out 2 acres of land.
Yeah.
And what did you grow on there?
Cassava.
Oh.
So, but what actually cut me short was that the distance and the inadequate, trusted
hands
labor actually cut my effort.
Wait, first off, where where was this land and where were you living at the time?
I was living at Ablegba.
Ablegba, and you bought 2 acres where?
At Aton.
Aton. I think I know the distance. Now, how easy is it to actually acquire acres of plots of land? How much does it cost?
But then, at least a year is 3,000 naira.
3,000
naira.
Really?
Yes. Then, so I thought, it's easy.
It's easy, exactly.
It's cheap. So I just bought into it. I didn't think about the timing, the type of people I'm going to employ to help me to do that stuff. So when I get into it, I'll wake up as early as 6:30, move my way before I could go through the traffic and get down to there to be
that was
around.
time consuming. That was
to be about 9 and the sun is up, and they will tell me that the workers are already done for the morning, except till the evening time around 4 again. I was like, what I asked them to do, they actually didn't do it.
So that didn't pan out right. So you moved into processing.
So I actually now look at something easier for me to do that I can be able to undo. Which actually I was going through the internet and I stumbled on mushroom. I was like, mushroom?
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Let's talk about these mushrooms now. What kind of mushrooms are they, and where do they grow? What do they look like? I'm holding right now a sample. This is packaged already by Sherifat, and these are mushrooms. Yes. Now, are these the regular mushrooms we see maybe where there's a little wood or something growing? What kind of mushrooms exactly are these?
Okay, these are oyster mushrooms.
Oyster mushrooms.
There are about 2,300 species of mushrooms. We have the edible ones, and these are part of the edible ones. We still have the white button, we have the shiitake, we have the portobello, we have them as many. We have the reishi, we have the lion.
Specifically, these are oyster mushrooms.
Oyster mushrooms.
And they are edible.
Yes, they are edible.
So I add them in soups?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so do you grow these, or you simply just harvest them or buy from people who already grow?
Yes, I do growing. I do off stake from other farmers because I'm in the community of mushroom farmers. So sometimes when the process of mine is not done yet and I have some others to deal with.
I'm very interested in 2 things. First of how you grow yours, where you grow. Is it still that 2 acres?
No.
Okay, so you can grow them domestically.
Yes, it's an indoor thing.
There.
It's an indoor thing, so you can actually control where it's grown. It's not like every other plant that you put in the sun. It doesn't need the sun for it to grow. Yeah, so you can have like a room, divide it into 2, make one for the inoculation, while the other, one for the incubation, while the other one for the fruiting.
It's like growing a child. It's wahala. You have a room and the incubator. Okay, so now what are the health benefits of these oyster mushrooms?
It has health benefit and environmental benefit.
Let's hear both.
Okay. The health benefit, it helps us with our brain health, our heart health. It helps us in managing our blood
Pressure.
no,
Sugar level.
blood sugar, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it also helps to boost our immune system.
And now environmentally now, what about that one?
It helps to break down those complex pollutants in the soil
Okay.
and help to
That's what mushrooms do.
and helps to rejuvenate the soil and
Wow.
make it much.
That's interesting. So what is market like for these? Do you get plenty of customers? Is this something that people use every single day? Because I can't think that my wife has actually used this in any of our foods. So what is it like for you? Do you get the customers? Are people, not them, they rush you, if you get me?
Actually, at first, I have to do a lot of awareness because when I take it to people, there are some people that actually identify it. I say, yes, my grandma used to do that. We used to eat the grandma soup and all those stuff. And I have some people that say, mushrooms used to grow on the road and all those stuff. So you have different type of people's opinion about it. Some will say that they say it's poisonous. They can't eat it. So I noticed that I need to make a lot of awareness, make people understand the benefit. And
so far, people are purchasing.
yeah, by the time, like, I started 2018.
Oh.
And then it wasn't easy. I have to, like, be telling people one-on-one.
Word of mouth.
So when the COVID comes in, it's still about a little. But when I heard about the exhibitions made by the government, so I used that opportunity to get...
What are these exhibitions? Where was this and how did it happen? It was put together by the Lagos State government?
Yes, Ministry of Commerce and Industry.
Okay.
They do these every year. Some during the August, September.
Okay.
And there's another one, International Trade Fair.
Yeah,
at
that's it. So
November.
at these events, you actually got to meet a lot of people.
Brings it out, sometimes the fresh, the powder then.
Yeah, the powder. This is the powder one.
That's the spice.
This is the spice. Oh,
That's the
spice, and then
powder.
there's the powder one. So I just add this to finished foods or while I'm cooking?
While you're cooking.
While I'm cooking, I add it in.
You can add the finished, the powdered, the pure mushroom powder to a finished because it has this umami taste that it had to.
Where is that one? That's this one, yes?
Yeah.
This is it. This is the oyster mushroom powder. There it is. And then this one is the spice. Is there anything added inside of the spice that makes it?
Yes, we have the ginger, we have garlic, we have cumin, we have coriander.
I like suya. Can I put this in suya?
Yes, you can add it.
There you go. That's something you can do with that one. That's interesting. All right, so let's talk about the packaging. You do the packaging all by yourself as well, yeah?
Yeah.
After you purchase, you package. Now, if I was to ask you how much you put in to the endeavor and how much you get out at the end, let's say every month, how much you put into putting together, processing and everything, and what do you make at the end, if you do not mind? You can tell us in terms of percentage.
Other things being equal.
Everything, yeah.
Everything, our profit margin is always between 40 to 60%.
Interesting.
That is, we have everything in a balanced way, but being the fact that we're having issue with the subsidy, the transport issue, the cost of fuel and all those stuff, we're having a bit lower, but we are still keeping in because we are still seeing people growing to like, and the consciousness, the awareness is growing, everything, and that is.
Is it just here in Lagos, or do you also take it outside of Lagos?
Presently we are in Lagos, and we are looking forward to getting more marketers outside.
Okay.
So we are trying to make it a bit more
attainable, accessible,
yes,
and pocket friendly.
Yeah. So we decided to make it in different prices level.
Okay, and sizes as well.
Bigger.
That's very interesting. That's beautiful work, especially that part where you said 40 to 60%. That is a lot. I mean, because everybody's looking for ways to actually make money at these times. Unfortunately, if you remember, I asked you at the beginning of the show how it obtains currently with the situation. And I know for plenty of people who are into agro-allied instances like this, there's always a problem with transportation, preservation. What else? Transportation. Let's just say transportation and preservation. So are those also the challenges that you face as well? Preservation is pretty much what you do. You package it so you can preserve it for other people. But the transportation area of things, with the removal of subsidy, how does that affect your...
and obtaining the materials, now the sawdust, when I started, I can pack sawdust from the sawmill easily now. But now you have to pay for the particular...
Oh, really? What do you use the sawdust for exactly?
It's what we use in growing. We don't grow
what it grows on?
Yeah.
Ah, now I get it. So now you have to pay for that. Very interesting. Wow. But has that affected your bottom line in any way or just a little?
Just a little. Like I said, the prices, I mean, the profit is always between those two
Okay.
levels.
Yeah.
And we try to manage and see how
Wow.
we can improvise just to keep us at the...
Sherifat, you are an inspiration from teacher to farmer to processor. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who I'm sure would want to perhaps maybe take sample from what she has done here today and go into processing. You are definitely an example for people to actually follow. And if I can do this in my bedroom or my room, one room in the house, man, I'm all for it. With that profit margin, I want to process mushrooms.